struggle. Slave song, slave ship, rip skin, made me rip bones. But no matter how close I am, my ancestors speak. They tell me they're tired as a brain on us like we're weak. I haven't been getting sleep. Long in this singing until I surpass peak. Until they think we are equal, please. All I want is peace. My ancestors beat drums until their bones would bleed. Begging that generation to remember our story.
What's going on? What's going on? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Peace and blessings. Glory, praise, and honor to the Most High for another day. I'm going to be going over a few things in this stream. And I want to, before I go any further with this, let me give a shout out to my poets, writers, content creators, producers, actors, actresses, all that. The title, it seems like it's a little bit of a stretch. I'm exaggerating this a little bit. One would say I'm rage baiting, or I'm overdoing it, to say the least. However, the last couple of years, the things that I've discussed, the conversations, the stories, they have led me to come to this theory that I have. And I'm not a historian or nothing. And I don't want to come off as if I'm trying to bash anyone specifically, because I know everybody out there in Mississippi is not evil or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But we have a issue here. And but there's a sizable amount of people that are consistently being found in a position. Basically, it's a bunch of black kids, black men getting hung and killed out here, and nobody knows nothing. There's no nothing. And it's like it's the same repetitious pattern over and over and over again. So look, for me personally, I want to highlight the gentlemen and the women who were unfortunate enough to still be unsolved in these cases. I want to bring attention to the black community. Maybe this will get people to talk, and maybe it won't. At least I'm putting it in the atmosphere. I want justice. I want to see something happen. So hang out, get comfortable. I got a couple of these clips I want to play. If you think I'm exaggerating about this shit, I got you covered. Let's just start off a little like this brother is actually from there. This is what he had to say.
If you black and you stay in Mississippi, my heart goes out to you, man, for real. You are in a war that you ain't even know that started, man. I'm talking to the young black men, by the way, the ones who worked hard to gain a career, mastered the craft, and still yet taking losses after losses after losses because of how YT people feel off of emotions and how they feel about you, bro. Sad truth is they'll give the white tea people chance after chance after chance. You make one mistake, bro, you gone. That's just the game us black people would never play. Very forgiving, heartfelt. Ain't no hate in our heart like that, man. One thing about it, God sees everything, man. So don't worry. They have to answer on judgment day. They have to stand before God, the man who sees everything. Point is, man, if you lost your job due to this fact in Mississippi, they put you in a bad position. It's cool. Your day coming, man.
Give me 1 second.
What?
No. Got something I want to show y'all.
So
My apologies.
you talk to people.
People, this man.
This clip I'm about to play here, I want y'all to pay close attention to it. I don't think too many people are talking about this. Rasheem Carter from Mississippi.
And right here, named Rasheem Carter, was being chased in Mississippi by 3 truckloads, a white man that was yelling racial slurs at him. So while this man was being chased, he ran to the police station in Taylorsville, Mississippi. He told them he was being chased. White man was yelling racial slurs at him. He said he was very scared. Can they please give him a ride? The police told Rasheem Carter they is not a taxi service. And then Rasheem Carter told them exactly where he was going. And then they said that's out of their jurisdiction. So Rasheem Carter left the police station when they refused to give him a ride. He was later seen that day on surveillance camera at a Family Dollar. He was looking very scared. And people, later on that same day, after he was seen at Family Dollars, he was caught on surveillance cameras running in the woods in Taylorsville, Mississippi. He did not have a shirt on. He was sweating. He was looking over his shoulders, and it looked like his body was scattered all over the woods. Investigators found 4 separate sets of his remains in the woods. Now, people, what I'm about to tell you next is going to be hard to hear, but whomever did this to Rasheem Carter, they took their time and cut his body up in the woods. People, they found Rasheem Carter in his mouth. Yes, they found his in his mouth. Now, people, get this. Law enforcement said it was no foul play. They said animals did that to this man's body. Now, people, let's just recap. This man was being chased by 3 truck.
Thanks for watching this video that was made for entertainment only. Please respect our disclaimer. We got it from the
That was just one.
Huh?
I got like 3 or 4 more of these that I got to show y'all.
So me? Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Take care, man. Peace out.
Real life events. Real life events.
Oh, yeah, I feel like hope I live long enough. Where are you from?
I'm talking to the people. My apologies, good folks. Stuff happens. I can't really predict that. But Rasheem Carter, they cut the man head off, put that man's penis in his mouth, and told the people they don't know nothing about nothing that happened with him. Right? Makes sense. They still haven't solved that case. Am I exaggerating? Is Mississippi really that bad? Am I overdoing it? Let's take a look at this next clip. Hold on a minute. I told you I got a few of these. Let me blow this up. Let me get this right. We got a few of these. It's like this shit right here is fucking ridiculous, man. Ain't no way you're gonna tell me that this is just random or this is what we do. I know y'all, if you didn't hear about Rasheem, I know y'all know about my man here, Trey Reed. Remember Trey Reed? Tell me y'all know who Trey Reed is. YouTube, please don't come for me. I tried to find something a little more friendlier, user friendlier, but take a look at this one. Remember him?
So the second autopsy has been completed for Trey Reed, and if you don't remember, Trey Reed was found hanging from a tree at Delta State University in Mississippi shortly after CK was. Authorities were very quick to rule that Trey Reed took his own life, and it was very suspicious. So actually, Colin Kaepernick funded a second independent autopsy, and those results are now in. Here are a few things that the first autopsy conveniently left out. It appears as though Reed suffered blunt force trauma on the back of his head, and that was not in the first report. Also, the belt that was found and used on Reed was 3 sizes too big for him, so it would not have been his belt. And the injuries around his neck were reported to not be consistent with a self-unaliving of that form. It was also not reported that he was found on a part of campus that was conveniently known for not having cameras. It was also neglected to be told to everybody that he had gotten in an altercation a few days prior with a group of white students over the death of CK. So putting that all together, does it still really look like he took his own life? No, it doesn't. It looks like somebody's covering up what happened to him.
Oh, we going down the rabbit hole today, folks. Today is You Can Kiss My Ass Day. All of you racist bastards that got your family as judges and your sisters and your uncles and all your various family members covering up y'all bullshit. Today, we're going to expose it. To my brothers and sisters, wherever you're watching from or wherever you are watching from. This is a warning. This is a call to get your houses in order. This is a call to have a conversation with your people. This is a call to stand up for something. Do you still think that I'm exaggerating? Maybe still just circumstantial? Well, I got some more for you. I want you to take a look at.
The gruesome discovery of 215 bodies buried in unmarked
All right,
graves behind a jail.
let's do this. I love this. Absolutely love this. All the secrets, all the skeletons, they're coming out. Matter of fact, hold on, I can keep this up here. Why not? I got shitload of these. We're just gonna go through a couple more. I just want y'all to really get it in y'all head. I don't know how or where y'all live at out here. Maybe you're
Not only have I found more evidence of a fourth boat.
Maybe you're the fortunate ones, and you don't get to experience this. But for whatever reason, I keep on coming across these stories. Right? I did a reaction. I did a live stream on Trey Reed. I did one on this one that I'm about to put up here. Then I got two more. I believe I got two more that I'm going to play. One or two. Just to give you an understanding of, like, I don't see no good coming from out this fucking place at all.
The gruesome.
Hold up. This shit right here, I did this like last year or something. And they still don't have no answers for this either. Shocker. Put this up here.
The gruesome discovery of 215 bodies buried in unmarked graves behind a jail outside of Jackson, Mississippi, has left a community in disbelief. The families are angry their loved ones were buried in so-called paupers' graves, marked by just a metal rod and a number, and families were never notified of their deaths. The startling revelation came months after the mother of 37-year-old Dexter Wade filed a missing persons report last March. It wasn't until August when Betterson Wade learned her son had been hit by a police car and killed, then buried in that same cemetery. The gruesome discovery of 215.
What are we doing here, folks? Am I still exaggerating? Is it still a coincidence? None of these cases have been solved yet. All of them have been ruled out to be something other than what it was. 200 bodies behind a prison. Cops hit this black man, bury him with the rest of them. All of this is in Mississippi. Do I need to continue? Yeah, let's continue. I got a couple more. Why not? I really think that this place is cursed because of the inhabitants there that have such hatred in their heart. Hold on. Do you remember this right
There's
here?
been
I know I do. You talked about this as well. Hold up.
a major update in the case of 1-year-old Cohen Wiley from Senatobia, Mississippi. Change.org has officially partnered with me to bring national attention to this case. I'm asking you to help me make sure that 1-year-old Cohen's name is not forgotten. On June 14, 2026, Senatobia police officers responded to a report involving a vehicle outside of the Walmart in Senatobia, Mississippi. According to law enforcement, officers attempted to stop the driver after receiving information that the vehicle may have been connected to a shoplifting incident. During the encounter, an officer fired their weapon at the vehicle. This caused 1-year-old Cohen to be struck by that gunfire, and he later died from his injuries. A 1-year-old child lost his life because of a police shooting, and this quickly drew national attention. Cohen's family retained civil rights attorney Ben Crump, who has been demanding a full and transparent investigation. He has also called for the release of the police body camera footage, dash cam footage, and Walmart surveillance video so that the public can see exactly what happened on that day. Today, the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation is still investigating. And no criminal charges have been announced against any officer that was on the scene that day. The officer publicly linked to this investigation still remains on administrative leave. Recent investigative reporting has also highlighted allegations about this officer's prior conduct, including a previous federal civil rights lawsuit and an internal complaint alleging he used a racial slur just days before Cohen's death. Change.org has reached out to me directly, and together we've launched an official petition calling for transparency, accountability, and a thorough investigation into Cohen Wiley's death. A petition doesn't determine guilt, but it sends a powerful message that this case matters, that people are paying attention, and that 1-year-old Cohen's family deserves answers. If you believe every child deserves justice and every family deserves the truth, I'm asking you to sign this petition. Share it with your family, share it with your friends, and help us keep the spotlight on Cohen Wiley's case until those answers are revealed.
Remember this one? Did it jog your memory a little bit? How many names have we ran down so far? I count 4 or 5. Ranging from 1 to 21. You would think I'd be done by now, right? I'm not. I still got another one for you. Hold on a second.
So the second
Okay.
autopsy.
What's going on in Jackson, Mississippi? This 15-year-old teenager by the name of Chloe McDonald was shot in the back of the head and left on a walking trail at a park. Now, she was reported missing on July 18th. Her body was discovered on July 28th. Now, a lot of these little girls is coming up dead. Now, I don't know what transpired, but what I do know, whoever did it is going to serve the remainder of their life in jail. We got to protect our youth. This girl had a whole future ahead of her, but she probably was in just high school and somebody took her life away. Imagine if that was your daughter or your granddaughter. So now this family have to basically bury their child instead of sending her to school. Y'all got to do better than that. Now I'm waiting for this investigation to play out. Hopefully they go through her phone, if her phone is found, to see who the last person that she basically communicated with. Because it's going to come out who actually did this to this little girl. This is crazy. It really is. Rest in peace to this girl. What's going on in Jackson, Mississippi?
You would think that I'd be done, but I'm not done. I'm not. I got one more I'm gonna play for y'all, and then I think that should be sufficient enough I'm trying to make a point.
Yo, what up, gang?
This is the last one that I'm going to play for y'all. And then I'm just going to share my 2 cents. And y'all do with this what you will. They couldn't identify her at first. But they do have a name for her. Misfortune. The voice it's been you and everybody a part of this list. Somebody is speaking for you. And whether or not anybody cares enough to share, repost, just know that we see what's going on. There's a light being shined on Mississippi right now. I'm going to play this and then I'm going to wrap it up.
Yo, what up, gang? I'm attempting to do this video again because TikTok keeps messing with me. And they gave me a community guideline strike because I posted this video saying that, yeah, in Jackson, Mississippi this time. So her body was found between the hours, the article that I read, between the hours of 7:30 p.m. and 9:05 p.m. in a backyard of a vacant home in Jackson, Mississippi. So she was a mother. She had an infant child, and supposedly she was loved in her neighborhood. Right now, the police have no suspects that I know of, and for whatever reason, they have not ruled this a suicide as of yet. They're treating this as an open investigation, and they have not said anything about whether foul play contributed or not. So this is headed over to the Mississippi State Examiner, the medical examiner's office, where they will do the autopsy and figure out all of these things, which is interesting because we don't have too much faith in the Mississippi medical examiner's office, considering past cases, which were all ruled no foul play. So first and foremost, my heart goes out to the children of this deceased person that we don't know the name of yet, and the friends and family members of this person in general. Secondly, again, we have to say that Black people do not commit suicide this way. Black people don't just hang themselves from trees when they want to end themselves. That's not how we do it. That's not how we want to do it. That's how they want to see us. So, yeah, miss me with the bullshit, right? Here we go again with another one. I hate doing these videos. I really do. I really do. I want to be.
I count 6 or 7, maybe 8. Yeah, I can rewind it. I'm not here to be a historian or librarian. I'm here because there's a number of these cases that's continuously coming from out of that particular part of the world that keeps getting swept under the rug and nobody seems to care. What's going on? Now we got evil everywhere. And I mean everywhere. Murder, homicide, genocide, pedophilia. It's everywhere. You can't avoid it. But Mississippi, I scroll Instagram, Facebook, it's the same thing. And to be honest with you, we'd probably be here longer if I identified every name and pulled every clip of somebody mysteriously unaliving themselves or ending up in a tragic ending coming from Mississippi in the all Black. If you live out there, I hope and pray that you are paying attention. I hope you're moving smarter. I hope you're organizing, rallying, creating platforms, positioning yourself to outwit, outsmart, and outclass the levels of ignorance that has been just oozing from these particular people out there, because y'all been getting away with this bullshit for decades, and enough is enough. It's gotten so bad. Once Nolan Wills' situation hit the internet, that put the biggest spotlight on y'all that I've ever seen. I don't think people really found the urgency to look at y'all for who you are until now. Y'all got a lot of demons out there. You got a lot of stuff you're going to have to answer for. And we're not about to let it go or let it slide. Mississippi has this dark cloud over it. And it's because of these specific white folk that feel like they own everything. They can say and do whatever they want. They don't want you there. Or they're angry about an outcome that happened 5 states over. They model this BS ideology that they keep on waving the flag around with as if it's supposed to mean something. But all it does is reveal how insecure and how much lacking in self-esteem you actually have. The justice system is disgusting. The people out there, you're not holding your fellow citizens accountable. Y'all been sweeping and burying every single thing that you possibly can under the rug. And now the spotlight is on you. Y'all want the smoke. You want the attention of angry black men and women. You want to hear our voices. You want to see what we can do when we actually use our mind and not violence. Here we are, 2026, August. Mark the date. The curse will be lifted. The monsters will be brought down. I know it ain't all of y'all out there, but you know who it is, and you're not saying or doing nothing about it. We don't bother you. We don't say nothing to you. But we keep on ending up being asked out in this. And you don't have no empathy whatsoever for nobody who is suffering because of your shit. No, I don't think it's a coincidence. No, I don't think any of this is just by chance. I just ran down seven or eight different situations. Hangings, shootings, same MOs. Y'all still don't have no answers. If this don't make people revisit these cases and put pressure on y'all, I don't know what will. I told I don't know if it was Rob or Sydney. I told somebody, hey man, I'm not going nowhere near that fucking place. You got me all the way messed up. That's the last location I'll ever travel unless I'm passing through. And I'm pretty sure that the historical parts of that is awesome. I'm sure it's amazing. My black ass won't be going there unless I'm going with a whole army and we're going to burn down this disgusting wall that has been built. It's cursed. There's definitely a curse over there. Just my opinion, though. Y'all tell me what y'all think about that. How you feel about Mississippi? How do you feel about all of these cases? I can't be the only one that's like, damn. Again. My condolences to everybody who suffered because of what's going on out there. I don't know if this will do much. I just wanted them to know your loved ones are not forgotten. And this is my way of trying to get more visibility on it. I'll see y'all guys later on, man. I got another messed up show involving some ignorant white folks doing some stuff. Y'all take it easy. Y'all be safe out there, man, because they're not playing.
Mantra, slave song, slave ship, rip skin, maybe rip bones. But no matter how close I am, my ancestors speak. They tell me they're tired as a brain on us like we're weak. I haven't been getting sleep. Longing to sing until I surpass peak. Until they think we are equal, please. All I want is peace. My ancestors beat drums until their bones would bleed. Begging the generations remember our story.